Hello everyone, today we're unboxing the limited edition Disney100 The Frame by Samsung. At the time of the making of this video, I haven't really seen anybody else review or unbox the Disney100 edition of The Frame, so even though AirMagique primarily focuses on Disneyland Paris and European theme park content, I thought we'd give this a go here. In case you're not aware, Samsung's The Frame unique selling point is that it's a TV when it's on and art when it's off. The limited Disney100 edition also comes with 100 pieces of Disney artwork. So these are exclusive to the Disney100 edition The Frame and are not available on the other Frame or Serif models. We're also based in Europe, and even though Samsung also released a 55 and 75-inch version in the United States, we only got the 65-inch version, which is honestly just the biggest TV I've ever personally owned. Right off the bat, the box is not only massive, but features this beautiful Mickey Mouse and Disney100 branding. It's done quite tastefully, even though packaging is not the most exciting thing about a TV. I feel like Samsung has taken inspiration from Apple and really upped their packaging game. Another fun tidbit is that the packaging can actually be turned into these faux origami figures, which is a really fun little extra. Not gonna do that just yet since I'll be needing the packaging again for our big move to a new home, but if you guys are interested, I'll be happy to make another video on that at a later date. So let's get this baby out of the box. After removing the bands, the top flaps can easily be opened. The first thing that greets you is this large and beautiful packaging containing the silver Disney100 edition frames. After that, the accessory bag featuring the remote, cable, and user manuals, TV stand, One Connect, as well as a quick setup guide. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's get this baby out of the box. It's best to ask a strong friend to help you out with this one. What Samsung has done is quite clever. The box consists of two halves, a top and a bottom portion. So when you lift the box up, it magically slides off. It's been the best television unboxing I've personally experienced. My previous two sets had to be slid out of their respective boxes carefully, and it was honestly anxiety-inducing. This television was really designed to be mounted on the wall. It's truly where it shines and can best pretend to be a painting when it's not in use. However, we're moving to a new location in the next few months, so we're sticking to the stands for now. Those can easily be attached by laying the large screen television on a flat but protected surface and then just clicking them into place. There's an adjustable height element that can easily be flipped to one side or the other depending on how high you want the TV to sit. If you're planning on putting a soundbar underneath, it's worth going for the higher setting. Now, let's open up this accessory bag. I can already tell that this is where Samsung has included the famous Mickey Mouse inspired remote. It's really more of a hidden Mickey, but you know, if you know, you know. Also, the remote has a solar panel on its back, so it can charge itself during the daylight hours if you want to lay it on its front. Alternatively, it can be charged via the USB port at the bottom. What makes the frame such a convincing painting is not only its ability to be mounted flush on a wall and the ultra-matte display, but also the one invisible cable. This fiber optic cable houses everything the frame needs to function: power, video, and audio. It's also semi-transparent, so it blends in well. Also, we have the standard documents, manual, quick setup guide, etc. What you would expect. The One Connect box itself is a bit bigger and heavier than the one my older Samsung TV used. Then again, it also does a lot more. It's truly the heart of the television and features the HDMI inputs, optical antenna, Ethernet, USB, and power. So that whole cable salad where you connect your Blu-ray player, PlayStation, Apple TV, whatever else you may use, can be neatly tucked away inside a low board and nobody's the wiser. Say goodbye to the days of a million ugly wires running to your television. Other than that, the One Connect feels solid and has a high quality build. There are no indicator lights on it whatsoever, so it's quite consistent with the overall idea of the tech itself being basically invisible. Now let's open up the glorious limited edition Disney100 frames. The box is gorgeous and large, featuring this beautiful gray and white print of Mickey Mouse. First thing that greets us inside is the certificate of authenticity, which is a fun detail. For the price, I wish the certificate card would have been made out of some sort of sturdy metal, but the holographic cardboard print is very pretty nonetheless. Now, the silver frames attach magnetically and can be switched out at any time. We really like the standard matte black finish of the standard frame and have decided to keep that look for now. But if you would like something else, Samsung offers like a plethora of various colors and frame options, which is really cool. So the screen can basically match any interior. Speaking of the screen, it arrived with that plastic protective foil, which is so satisfying to peel off. The display had just a tiny bit of dust on it, which was nothing a quick once over with the Swiffer didn't fix. I've read other reviews that state the display surface doesn't do so well with fingerprints, so I would suggest avoiding the surface if at all possible. Since this is a smart TV with the so-called art mode, it's worth setting it up properly and mostly easily over the Samsung SmartThings app. You just scan the QR code on the screen and follow the step-by-step instructions that appear on your phone. If you're concerned about data protection, I would suggest carefully reading the options. I chose to give Samsung only what they needed to get the art store running. It's a bit tedious, and I wish Samsung would make it easier to avoid the data mining and advertisements, especially for a TV in this price class. The screen looks gorgeous and can display the full DCI P3 color gamut. That being said, there is no Dolby Vision or mini LED backlighting here, folks, so if you're looking for the best picture quality, especially in dark settings, it may be better to look for an OLED model from another manufacturer. It does have HDR10 and the open standard HDR10 Plus, which is less prevalent. However, if you're looking for a secondary television that works well in bright daylight settings and acts as much as a decorative object as it does a TV, the frame is definitely for you. Speaking of daylight ambience, the screen is pretty bright. The matte display also combats reflections effectively, which is great for folks who have lots of windows, especially those that could be reflected by the screen. Those are no trouble here. Disney art looks gorgeous on the massive 65-inch screen. Most pieces Samsung has included are in full 4K, and you can make out each brushstroke. The Disney100 edition comes with 100 pieces of art loaded onto the TV, no subscription needed. Disney has provided 4 galleries consisting of 20 pieces of art each. They are Walt Disney Studios, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. If you want even more art, you can subscribe to the Samsung Art Store, which is currently €5 per month in Europe, which features various art from museums and artists from around the globe. Other than that, the Tizen UI is quite smooth, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. You can also adjust several of the settings via the SmartThings phone app, which is pretty practical. Additionally, you can upload your own photos via the Samsung SmartThings app or USB stick. The app also gives you the option to add your own digital photo mount in various colors, or to upload them frameless. In art mode, the screen also adjusts its brightness and Kelvin color temperature automatically. It tries its best to match the ambient lighting situations to really sell the illusion that it's a piece of art on the wall. So if you switch the light on, it gets brighter. If you turn it off, darker. To save power, there's also a built-in motion sensor which turns the screen off after a certain amount of time. You can set that up quite precisely in the settings. Overall, I'm really happy with the Disney100 edition frame. It's a wonderful decorative object and a pretty good TV. I would say this is a great buy for someone who's looking for a television for casual viewing in daytime settings. And of course, for the Disney100 edition, if you're a Disney fan, this one's for you. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to AirMagique and be sure to check out our website, airmagique.net, for even more Disneyland Paris and European theme park news. Thank you so much and have a great day.